All right, welcome back to JonesyCast. Hey, I'm Jonesy. This is the cast. Like and subscribe if you would like to subscribe. Let's get into it. We're on relationship advice with user Mad Kunta. I, I don't know if that's Mad Kunta or Mad Kunta. I think it's Kunta. Let's go with that. I, 24 male, have been seeing a girl, 23 female. She wants to go slow with the relationship but faster with intimacy. Okay. Here's the deal, homie. I've read the entire post. Anyone who wants the context except for the OP, please click the link in the description of this video. Listen, man. Here's the deal. You need to be okay with failure, and you need to develop the courage to fail, right? If what we did always had a guarantee of certain success, first of all, it would be boring. And second of all, we would have no issue with courage because everything we do is guaranteed success, right? But that also means that we don't grow. It means that we stay in the same emotional place because everything we do has the same result, which is success, right? So what you need to be okay with is the fact that all right, so you're 24. Just for context, I'm 34. I've been with a lot of women and I've got a girlfriend of 2 years now, right? So in a sense, I know what I'm talking about, but having said that, I'm just some guy on the internet. What I'm seeing here is that she wants, it seems like what she wants is the intimacy without the commitment. Now, if that's what you want, that's cool. But you need to understand that at least what I think is happening here is that she's asking you for intimacy, but she's not willing to give you the commensurate commitment that is usually required with intimacy. Now, that's not abnormal because of the generation you find yourself in. You are around about 2 generations away from the invention of the birth control pill, which means that young women are much more likely to engage in that kind of behavior than they were in, say, your grandfather's generation, right? So it says here, girl I'm talking to wants to take the relationship itself slow. Okay. But she's a very intimate person and says I'm literally the first guy she has to spell stuff out for what she wants. It seems like you're describing a horny girl that doesn't want commitment, man. So, I mean, look, if you are expecting that you're going to get physical with this girl and that will be the key to the door that opens up relationship, I don't think that's going to happen. It could happen, but I don't think it will. Okay. Only because her behaviors indicate that she's prioritizing what she wants over what you want and are okay with. Now, that's her prerogative. She's allowed to do that because you haven't given her any reason. You haven't said, listen, I'm not comfortable with this, et cetera, et cetera. So you're a virgin at 24. I was a virgin till 19. Don't be ashamed. It's all good. You're just a late bloomer, and that's okay. I'm a fairly shy person. My nerves get the best of me. She told me when it comes to that, I should not be shy about it at all. I love when you're talking about sex, you're putting the brakes on. Like, even when you're talking to the internet. That's brilliant, dude. I'm just so damn shy about things. Took myself so much courage to even ask to hold a hand, as stupid as it sounds. Okay, here's the deal. As a man, you have to negotiate the line between offensive and aggressive behavior and innocuous, inoffensive and harmless behavior. That's you have to figure out where the line is for women in general, because you're straight, and then for this girl in particular. Okay, so this girl has a different line to many others. I've met this kind of girl before. Here is what I would do. I would take her to bed and I would fuck it up. I mean, that's what's going to happen initially. But then what will happen is that you will go to bed with her again because I assume she knows that you're a virgin, so she's going to be okay with you just kind of fumbling through the start. Look, You're 24. When I was 23, I met a young lady who taught me how to make love. Okay. And then after that, I met some young ladies that taught me how to fuck. And there's a very big difference, right? So I met my girlfriend who was 19 at the time when I was 23, and she taught me how to make love. And then I broke up with her when I was 25, right? That's essentially, you need to, in just given what you want, given what it seems you want, it seems like you need to let this woman take you on an adventure. But just keep in mind that that adventure and all adventures include both fun and heartache. They include both getting to know someone deeply, including yourself deeply, and also the heartbreak of when that separates. Because it is probable, just from what I'm reading here, that that's what's going to happen. Unless she changes her mind and says that you are the man for her and there's never anyone else, unless she says that, you need to make the assumption that this is going to end. Now, if you make that assumption, you then need to ask yourself whether or not you want to sleep with her. If that's what you want to do, then do it. But you need to be careful and understand her priorities and your priorities. It seems that they're different. Her priorities, it seems, are, let's fucking fuck, son. And your priorities are, hey, let's just kind of like hang out and get to know each other and stuff, right? If I was in your position, I would take her to bed and just fucking have at it, you know, because the truth is, man, that's what she wants. And it seems like that's what you want. But you need to be careful. Be careful with your emotions. Guard your heart. Don't give this woman your heart. And if you don't know how to separate the two, if you don't know how to sleep with someone without giving them your emotions, you're about to learn, son. Because that's how I had to learn. That's how a lot of men have to learn, and a lot of women, right? It is a sad fact that most cynics are burned idealists. You seem like a bit of an idealist, and I applaud you for it. But the thing is, man, you need to get out there and experience what the real world has to offer so you understand, right? So that when you have a son or daughter, you can explain to them what they are looking at, like I'm explaining to you what you are looking at, right? The first thing I would do is I would write down what you want from a relationship. I would write down what you want in yourself, and I would write down what you want in a woman, right? Now, that's for the long term. And the reason you do that is so that you can compare this young lady throughout the expanse of your relationship to that list of your desires and standards. And at some point, if she keeps meeting those desires, you're in. If at some point she stops meeting them and there's a consistent pattern of behavior that doesn't meet your standards, you're out, right? But that's a decision to be made in the future. What I would do now is just write down those three things. What do you want in a relationship? What do you want in a man, yourself? And what do you want in a woman, her? Or another woman, right? That's what I would do, man. And look, here's the deal. I met another girl when I was 23, before the woman who taught me how to make love. And she had the same issue with me. And this is why I sort of know what I'm talking about. I didn't sleep with her. And then she broke up with me and got pissed off because I didn't give her what she wanted, because it was all about her, right? It wasn't about me. So that's why I'm saying be careful, because it seems like this young lady is trying to get hers. It doesn't seem like she's necessarily concerned about your feelings and emotions and desires. And I mean, she is to an extent, but it's not on the top of her priority list. On the top of her priority list, it seems, is getting some dicking, right? So you need to be the man to give her some dicking, because otherwise someone else will, and you'll be left in the dust, and you'll have the same situation with another girl in the future, a different girl. And look, it could be the fact that you don't sleep with this girl, and then she moves on, and then you move on to the perfect princess. I doubt it, because, you know, you got to go through some frogs before you hit the princess, but that's what I think, man. I mean, it seems like I've rambled a bit, and I'm just some guy on the internet, but I hope this video has helped. Good luck.